This month marks 30 years since the release of Say Anything, a heartwarming movie following the budding love between Lloyd, played by John Cusack, and Diane, played by Ione Skye.
I need you.
You do?
Everything else means nothing to me. If I hurt you again, I'll die.
Hurt me again. There's not a chance. Don't worry about it.
I love you.
What?
I love you. How many more times do I have to say it?
One more time would be nice.
The Tribeca Film Festival is holding a special screening of the film tonight.
Well, here to tell us more and to celebrate Ione Skye, who played Diane. We love you so much. It's so good to see you.
Good to see you.
What do you think when you see that? You see those old clips?
Wow, what do I think? Well, we reshot that scene a few times. I think I must have been doing not a great job when we first but yeah, I just think how cute John Cusack was, really.
You were pretty cute, too.
Aww.
Did you know when you were doing it that it was going to become this iconic movie that so many people feel connected to?
I mean, I didn't know the boombox thing would be something, because you can't really predict that. But I mean, I knew where I was, like it was a studio film, and Jim Brooks and John Cusack, so I sort of knew what was going on. But I think halfway through, everybody was like, wow, this is going to be amazing.
What happened in the last 30 years? I feel like movies like this don't exist the way they used to. I mean, they were formulaic, but each one was so special, and they just, I don't know if it was the age I watched it or what, but they're just so important to my growing up. But you don't see that anymore.
No, I mean, it's very earnest and kind of simple, and nowadays it's kind of a little more sophisticated, and I don't know.
There's not like snark in these characters, but they're so appealing and kind of surprising and original.
Yeah, I know. I mean, Cameron Crowe also, he's just very earnest and passionate, but also very intelligent, and that mixture makes it kind of, you know, just like a classic kind of love story film.
Did you and John stay in touch after that?
We did. Yeah, every few years we would hang out, and I mean, we really, really love each other. I mean, really.
I can speak for at least the three of us. I remember where I was when I watched that movie. When you think back for 30 years ago, what comes to mind? Was it as fun as it looked?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I was kind of in heaven. Yeah, I mean, for me, that was, you know, I mean, I don't know if it was like the third thing I had done, but it was exactly what I wanted to be doing.
It was kind of a breakout moment.
Yeah, it was sort of, I'd done an independent film and some, you know, like, I don't know, I guess another kind of studio picture, but I was just, for me, it was so, I don't know, and Cameron Crowe, the way I sort of met him, we kind of met through friends, and I don't know, it was just all perfect, and I was really...
Sounds like it was all organic.
It was kind of organic.
What do people say when they realize it's you? What do you hear most often about the movie or Diane Court or Lloyd?
People relate to the characters because they're both unusual outcast characters. So sometimes it's, you know, a man will say, I was Diane Court, or, you know, or just, I think just having these outcast kind of characters, people really related to them. And it's nice to be in something that people who've seen the film feel so close to.
What would be the boombox scene nowadays? Like,
well, that's what's cool. I don't know. I mean, because it's like a serenade, a modern day serenade, because, you know, you can't have someone like playing, you could, but it was a very clever serenade. So I don't know.
It would be like a Bluetooth speaker. And you're going to talk about it at the Tribeca Film Festival. Tell us about that event.
Well, that's, I guess, you know, so every year they pick a film, but usually it's like a, you know, Godfather, I don't know. And so I think the people deciding thought, why don't we do something from the 90s that, you know.
Maybe this will bring back the rom-com.
Exactly.
Yeah, bring back the rom-com.
Yeah.
Guys, we're all about the rom-com. We have Charlize Theron and Seth Rogen sitting over there. They have a new rom-com.
They have a rom-com.
No pressure. Make it as good as Say Anything. You guys love that movie?
Easy.
A lot of pressure.
Easy.
Right? Say Anything?
Did you love Say Anything?
I do love Say Anything. Are you kidding me? Yeah. Taekwondo, sport of the future.
He's out literally saying anything.
Ione Skye, what a pleasure to catch up with you. Thank you for being here.
Thanks for having me.